As you saw in the title of this video, I'll be giving you a tour of our pantry slash laundry room organization. I debated on showing you guys a before look on what this room looked like a year ago, but I feel that it is also necessary to see how far it has come. And it was a huge mess. I mean, there was stuff on every corner, no particular spot for anything, all mixed in together. We had a shelf liner that didn't even stick, so it looks like it just draped over, and too many random items that did not belong in this space. So when I finally decided to tackle this room, I had taken everything out, cleaned all the shelves, and my fiance and I actually repainted the shelves and the walls to a gray beige color. Here I still had tags on the baskets because I was laying them out to see how many we needed and how many would fit. So this is what it looks like now, a year later. We've had this set up and we love it. It functions great for our family. So now I'm going to show you what we have in this space, and I'm also going to show you inside our washer and dryer storage. So starting on the top shelf, we have these OXO pop top canisters. And the reason why they're on top of there is because they're too tall to fit on the other shelves. These canisters are great. They have a tight seal to them. We use this one for chips. And we have this one that specifically fits your spaghetti pasta, and they're both easy to store and easy to clean, and they're convenient for us to get to when we need them. So this first basket has extra food that either didn't fit into the canisters or extra stock that we are running low on. We don't tend to keep too much on hand, only whatever fits in this basket. And that's the great thing about having these baskets, is that that's one way to keep yourself limited to how much you can store and have, so there's no overflow of food that you won't get to. In here we just have cereal, dry pasta, and a big thing of honey. And the next one has lunch packs. I don't know if you can read the label, it's probably covered by the light reflection, but it has a couple of my daughter's lunch bags and my lunch bag and my fiance's. The next one over has our appliances. Now these appliances we don't use a whole lot, so we store them in here so they're not in the way. We have a juicer in there, a hand mixer, a waffle maker, and I also store their attachments in Ziploc bags so they're all together. On this next shelf, I have two Lazy Susans. The first one is a 2-tier bamboo one. I keep our spices on them inside these mini canisters. They're so cute. I labeled them using a white Sharpie paint pen. I got these spice canisters from Amazon. They're really affordable. And I keep the extra spices in the middle and on the bottom tier. And in the middle, we have two white wire baskets. These were purchased from Target, one for veggies and one for fruits. I put a glass bowl in the veggies basket for onions and garlic so it doesn't roll around and fall off, since this basket has some wide spaces, but it keeps everything else nicely in there. On this Lazy Susan, I have these bigger ball mason canisters for spices that came in bigger ounces. And we also have sauces, vinegar, soy sauce, pan baking spray. It's an easy to grab solution without having to move things out of your way, and it's a space saver. The third shelf has all of these half-gallon ball mason jars. I got packs of them from Walmart. They sell them for a really good price. I got this idea from another YouTuber. Her name is Lisa, and her channel is called Farmhouse on Boone. And I thought storing everything in these jars looked really clean with replacing the metal lids with these white caps I bought from Amazon. I originally labeled them with a Sharpie paint pen, but it was kind of getting to be a hassle. Whenever I would finish one jar, I would have to scrub the labeling off. So since they are see-through, my family and I know which ones are which, except the ones that look alike, like this powdered sugar. That would probably look more like baking soda or flour. So I simply labeled the bottom with the label maker. You still can't see it, but it's there when we need to refer to it. These ball mason jars are also very convenient for storing snacks without keeping the bulky boxes that they came in, and you can still see how much you have. All of these jars have been great for us, and they look really nice and cohesive. And now for the last shelf, we have all of the smaller baskets. Each one of them have their own category of food. This one has powdered drinks, snacks, instant mixes, box mixes. That one has soups. On the bottom, we have juices, a baby's basket, which will have formula and baby food, canned goods, extra stock of condiments, and pasta sauce. Everything is arranged based on which one we reach for the most. The metal labels I used for the baskets are the ones you saw in our desk from my office space organization. I'll have that video linked down below if you haven't seen it. I got them from the Container Store. I think they were $8 for a pack of 3, and they're easy to just clip on, and you can either write your labels on them or do what I did and use the label maker. As for this floor space, I really wanted to keep it clear of anything. That way, when I need to clean the floors in here, I can just come in to vacuum and mop. We do keep laundry baskets down here when it's time to do laundry, so it's out of the way, but the laundry baskets stay in our rooms. So let's move on to the shelf on top of the washer and dryer. We have this big Anchor Hawking glass jar because we buy our rice by the sack. This was the perfect size to fit it all, and I just labeled it with a paint pen, and we keep it in this corner because it's the most convenient spot for it. For the baskets, I have paper towels stored in here. Then we have toilet paper. Next to that is our consumables like foil, Ziploc bags, and trash bags. I have put a divider in the middle to separate the two. And then next to that is our dog's basket. He has treats in there and his leash. I labeled it Augustus because that's his name. And that's where we keep all of the dog stuff, so he has his own little organization system. For the smaller baskets on top of the washer, we have extra light bulbs and extra set of batteries. We try to keep the top of the washer and dryer clear as well because it can turn into a catch-all, especially with the laundry room directly connected to the garage. So now I'm going to show you the storage that's on the bottom of the washer. This has our laundry soap, bleach, mesh bags for delicates, and on the other side it has our dryer sheets and iron. We don't use Bounce anymore since we transitioned to the Method dryer sheets, but we already had this one, so we thought we'd use it up. It's very space friendly, it just slides out, and we were very lucky to have had this come with the washer and the dryer. And on the bottom of our dryer, we have some floor cleaners in there. We have spackle and can of air, wood glue, and things that we need to fix up some things around the house. And then floor essentials like Swiffer, cleaners, and vacuum attachments. We try not to use the Raid and Hot Shot, but it's there if we really need it. The only decor I have in this room is a printout of the laundry codes, and I just stuck it in this frame. And below that, I have a mount for our stick vacuum. It's currently being used right now, but this is one of the main attachments, so as you can see, it fits perfectly right on this wall. I also wanted to mention that for these wicker baskets, if you've ever had wicker baskets on top of something that's not laminated, they scratch, and especially if they're heavy, it's hard to move them about. So what I did is I DIY'd putting felt under the wicker baskets. All I did was measure about 3 or 4 of their lengths and widths, bought brown felt fabric from Hobby Lobby, and then cut them into the size that I needed. And then I used my hot glue gun to glue them on the bottom of the baskets. On some of them, I lined them with felt, also used my glue gun to stick them in there, like the toilet paper and the paper towel baskets. I did this for all of the wicker baskets in here, so now they're easier to move around without scratching the shelves. And that ends my pantry and laundry room tour and organization. You can always find a way to maximize your space no matter how small by evaluating what you have and find a system that works for you and your family. This definitely works for ours. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't done so, and also leave me a comment on which part of the tour or organization you liked.